On Friday, December 10th, 1999, I left my high school an hour early because I was being teased by the other students. I tried to go home, but I forgot my keys, so I was locked out. My parents were home but did not let me in the house until I attempted to break the door down with a sledgehammer. Once they let me into the house, there was an hour-long shouting match. Then they called the police because they felt that I was a threat. I was no threat. If they had just opened the door when I rang the bell, I would never have grabbed the sledgehammer. The police blocked the street, making me look like a terrorist. My dad wanted me arrested and sent to juvenile hall. My mom wanted me hospitalized. My parents and the police argued for an hour, and then the police decided to take me to the hospital. I was standing there, not a part of the conversation. Every time I tried to break into the conversation, I was shouted down. It was during this hospital stay that the psychiatrist at the hospital decided I needed long-term care at a facility called the Buckeye Ranch. I was very angry that I was being taken to a place where I would be locked up. When I got there, I remember thinking it looked like a jail because there were bars around the buildings and the small room felt like a jail cell. That ended up being my home for the next 94 days. My name is Adam Paul Valerius, and this is my story. I get told that I am an inspiration and I bring hope to mental health consumers, parents, and autism parents. What I hope to achieve by writing this book is to spread that same hope to a broader range of people who I may never meet face to face. When I tell some people what I'm doing with my life, they admit they didn't think someone with this condition could do most of this because of the media stereotypes and portrayals of autism. I want to break the stereotypes. I am writing this book with Sneha, who to me represents an autism advocate. Sneha approached me to write this book to help understand the needs of autistic folks like me as we transition to adulthood. Sneha asked me to define adulthood so that we could use my definition in this book. To me, adulthood is freedom and independence, like you're finally in control of your own life instead of someone else controlling your life for you. Responsibilities come with the freedom and independence, but adulthood is being able to handle those responsibilities. Independence is like getting to see the doctor without your parents right there, having a bank account they don't have access to, paying your own rent and bills. Opportunities to meet others with my diagnosis may have existed before my adulthood, but I do not recall seeking or taking them. There were other kids at my school diagnosed elsewhere on the autism spectrum, but I was nothing like them. I didn't really want to discuss my diagnosis until adulthood when I started living my all-play, no-work lifestyle that I believe most people in Orange County, California despise me for. Now I want to educate people on how difficult it actually is for someone with autism to make money and be accepted in the neurotypical mainstream workplace and society. I use the term neurotypical to refer to people who are not diagnosed with autism spectrum disorders. I can't even describe me the person. There are just no words. But if there's one thing I can tell the world about myself, it would be that I am my own brand of eccentric. Sneha helped me put my story into words, and I am proud of my story and my life.